Octopuses are not just strange. They are wrong, in the best possible way. They open jars. They solve puzzles. They escape locked tanks, not in panic but out of curiosity. They walk on two arms like land animals. They steal cameras from diverse. They imitate other species, flattening into fish, spreading like lionfish, slithering like sea snakes. Nothing about them follows the rules we expect intelligence to follow. And that's where the story begins. A few years ago, scientists filmed something that changed everything. An octopus was seen carrying coconut shells across the seafloor. At first, it looked ridiculous. But it wasn't random. The octopus was preparing for danger that hadn't happened yet. When threatened, it crawled inside the shells and sealed itself in. This wasn't instinct. This wasn't reflex. This was planning. Doing something uncomfortable now. For safety later. That's foresight. And foresight was never supposed to exist in animals like this. Here's the problem. Octopuses are not mammals. Not birds. Not even vertebrates. They're mollusks, relatives of clams and snails. Soft-bodied. Solitary. Short-lived. Yet somehow capable of intelligence that rivals animals with complex societies. This single fact forces a terrifying question. What if intelligence doesn't require social life? Or even a familiar brain? Human intelligence is centralized. One brain. One command center. Octopuses rejected that design. They have hundreds of millions of neurons, but 2/3 are in their arms. Each arm can sense, decide, and act independently. A severed arm can still explore, recoil, and react. This isn't delegation. This is distributed intelligence. 8 semi-autonomous minds, coordinated by something deeper. Every sucker on an octopus arm can taste. Not metaphorically. Literally. Touch and flavor merge into a single sense. While humans see the world, octopuses sample it chemically. Their arms explore places their eyes never could, making decisions faster than any centralized brain ever could. Octopus eyes look like ours. Lens, retina, iris. But they fixed a mistake evolution made in us. No blind spot. They also see polarized light, a hidden layer of reality invisible to humans. And yet, they may be colorblind. Instead, their skin may see for them. Light-sensitive proteins embedded across their body, allowing camouflage without conscious thought. Perception without perception. Octopus camouflage is not color change. It's muscle control. Thousands of chromatophores expand and contract in milliseconds. Texture rises. Spikes form. Surfaces change. They don't just disappear. They become the environment. Rock, coral, algae. Where does the octopus end and the world begin? Octopuses solve puzzles. Open child-proof containers. Recognize individual humans. They learn by watching others. They play. They escape tanks at night, hunt, and return home before morning. That isn't instinct. That's intelligence expressed differently. Octopuses aren't social. Their intelligence didn't evolve from cooperation. It evolved from complex environments. Too many predators. Too many hunting strategies. Too many problems. When the world becomes complicated enough, intelligence becomes survival. Even alone. Octopuses didn't break the rules of evolution. They exposed our assumptions. Intelligence isn't one thing. It isn't centralized. It isn't human. And if minds this alien evolved here, what else might exist, waiting for us to recognize it? Human intelligence dominates Earth not because it is universal, but because it is loud. Language, symbols, technology. We measure intelligence by how closely it resembles us. But octopus intelligence evolved without language, without tools passed through generations, without culture. Its intelligence is silent, embedded directly into flesh and movement, not expressed through words, but through action. Here's another contradiction. Octopuses live short lives. Most species survive only 1 to 3 years. No long childhood. No decades of learning. Yet they master complex behaviors in months. This suggests their intelligence is not built slowly, through experience, but arrives preloaded. Evolution didn't give them time, so it gave them efficiency. Memory usually evolves to support social bonds, faces, alliances, hierarchy. Octopuses don't have any of that. Yet they remember locations, threats, solutions, and individuals. Their memory exists not to maintain relationships, but to navigate danger. Memory without community. Learning without teaching. Recent studies suggest octopuses don't just react to pain. They remember it. They avoid places where they were injured. They change behavior after negative experiences. This implies something deeper than reflex. It suggests subjective experience. Not just stimulus and response, but feeling. Consciousness is not a single switch. It is a spectrum. Octopuses may not experience the world like humans, but that doesn't mean they experience less. They may experience different. A consciousness spread across arms, across skin, across motion. A self that is not centralized. The octopus doesn't answer questions. It creates them. It forces us to reconsider intelligence, consciousness, and what it means to be a mind. Life doesn't aim for perfection. It experiments. And sometimes, it succeeds in ways we never predicted. Octopuses are not errors in evolution. They are proof that intelligence has many paths. Silent, alien, hidden beneath the surface. And perhaps the most unsettling thought of all is not that we are alone in the universe, but that intelligence may already surround us in forms we barely recognize.